Hey, welcome to the Green Umbrella Live Lunch. Just a couple of minutes later than anticipated because I'm having some tech issues. I don't know what's going on my end, but when someone's coming on screen with me, I'm not getting to see them. I'm just seeing this pixelated blur and it's very off-putting. But I believe you guys can see the lovely Nicole. Absolutely A-OK. So
Well,
I'm
I
like
can see
talking
you,
to
Christina.
Nicole. I'm like talking to you, but I've got like I won't be able to tell any of your actions, any of your responses. I'm like sitting
I will
blind.
try and express it with words better today, so then you know
Absolutely.
really how I'm feeling. And I'm sure people will help in the comments. Oh, yeah, Nicole reacted well to that. I'm bad to that. But yeah,
They might stick you up.
Christina
They
did.
might stick you up.
Oh no, yeah. Then you can. Do you know what? You can go back and have a look at the recording and be like, oh, they were lying.
Look, this is
Look, Dee did send me a picture of her screen. Now, when she said pixelated, I just thought blurry. Like, I just thought it was a bit, no, it's all over the shop. It's really bad.
bad. And it's really off-putting. Like that, like that's what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
that's
That
on
is what
another
Nicole looks
level.
like.
That I don't even why is it doing that? But then you're okay.
It's really weird. Really
So yeah,
weird.
hopefully you can see us all.
All good. Anyway, so come on, Nicole. What have we got? Paul just put in the comments. No, Kimmy G today. She is on annual leave from tomorrow, so she's doing that little hamster thing where she's like scurrying like this. She's like running, getting nowhere. Trying to get things done before she goes on leave. So yeah, she's ducked out of live lunch today. But yeah, so we'll let her know that you've missed her, Paul. We'll let her know that you've missed her.
Absolutely.
Right, Nicole, number one, what's your first bit of news?
Well, I think we have to talk about it. I feel like I've been seeing it everywhere, but Universal is going to pull all the music from TikTok. Now, when I saw this, I thought all those poor content creators that have put so much music to their videos, and now every single one of their videos are just going to be blank. Like it's going to have no music to it. Even would this go back from like all the years? Do you know what I mean? All those trending songs.
I don't know. I don't quite know how they're going to manage it. I would imagine they'll like anything that's been done before will stay, and it'll just be we won't be
Mm,
able to add anything new. But surely it's going to impact downloads and
yeah,
things like that as well. Like it's like you
yeah,
hear something and you're like you get used to it and you want to tune into something else. You want to tune into the rest of it. So then you go and download it.
yeah.
So yeah, I kind of feel like it's
I think it will have an impact, like, because that is one of the main attractions for TikTok is like the trending sounds, music, and obviously you'll still have some of the sounds on there. But in terms of the music, I feel like I don't know, even sort of promoting things, it's just gonna I think it'll affect a lot of people.
but the thing is, if you think about discovery of new music,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
how do you discover new music now?
Yeah, through either online, TV. So if I'm watching, like for example, sorry, I'm on it this year again, Christina, but I'm watching the Love Island All Stars, and a few songs popped up in there, and I was like, oh, Shazam that! Like, so it's either that way, or through recommended songs through people, or through social media. I would say
Yeah,
they're my three kind of sources. So
and I
yeah.
think this is the thing. It is a. I think we forget how many different ways people use social media now, the different habits that have changed because social media's taken over that thing.
Mm.
It's a people like me and Paul Green. We'd have been listening to the radio on a Sunday to that's how we just sitting there recording the charts and that kind of thing. It's whereas now it's like what's popping up in social media. You watch a video on TikTok and you hear a song, you think, oh, that's a cool song. What is it? You go and look, you go and find out. Same thing on Instagram Reels. So yeah, I think it is. It's a shame that they've made the decision, and I'm not sure they've um, really thought it through.
No, no. It says here that Universal have not agreed to the terms for the new agreement, and upon a current agreement, Universal Music Group, including Universal Music Publishing Group, will cease licensing content to TikTok and TikTok music services. And apparently, Universal has gone so far to say that TikTok has tried to bully them into negotiations.
Oh wow.
So you can definitely see that TikTok are clearly fighting it. But then you would think that that would help. This is the thing that I've always thought is the brilliance of putting music on social media apps is it helps the artists, and surely it would help like Universal make money. Like, that's what I don't understand, why they're sort of pulling it.
Yeah.
And it's
tough.
like big artists like Taylor Swift, Adele, Drake, Billie Eilish, says that TikTok offered less than it hoped for on both compensation for artists. Oh, so there's more to it clearly. But yeah.
Always comes down to money, Nicole. It always comes down to money.
Yeah, no, true. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Okay, so what else have you got?
I didn't think that there was much this week. I'm not sure about you, but then the only other one that sort of like really caught my eye was the Threads sees increased download momentum since December, which is not really a surprise, is it?
Hold on a minute. Say that again.
So basically, Threads sees increased down. Oh, it has. Yeah, you're right. Because it's
Yeah. Right. So this is the thing. Downloads is one thing.
using it's
Active
another.
users is another.
Yeah. Do you
So
want to actually? Do you want to like? Here we go. This is what Kim normally does. Is she normally gets you to guess some of the apps, right? So the most downloaded apps in December 2023 on the iOS App Store. What would you say are the top? I'm going to say 4 or 5, because Google Play and the other one, I don't think. Yeah, we'll do, because we're both Apple users, so I feel like this is probably the best one to go for.
yeah, but you know I cheat at games.
What? Well, so you've already looked it up.
I've already got it open on my screen.
Oh,
I
Chrissy.
was I was just going to read them out then, and you can kind
You
of
could have
debate.
done that and that would have blown me
I
away.
was
You could have
gonna
had a live
read
reaction, even though you can't see me, but you definitely would have heard the, oh, no way.
Oh, yeah, I was literally going to cheat then and just pretend. Okay, so Paul's put in the comments Timu. Timu is in the top 5, yes.
Number 3, 14 million downloads.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, looking at this, so we've got TikTok at number 1.
No surprise, but that'll be going down.
Yeah. CapCut is,
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. They sort of come hand in hand, don't they, really?
yeah, but it's funny that it's unusual for it to be an app that is then up here on the list.
Yeah, like what, Threads or CapCut?
CapCut,
Yeah, no, true.
with it being an app, I was quite surprised by that. So yeah, we've got TikTok, then CapCut, then Temu, then Threads, then YouTube. But
Yeah,
that's just on iOS.
I know. And then Threads is a lot down, like a lot further down on the Google Play. But then I guess with it, so it balances out on the combined total being number 6.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised Threads is in the top 5 on an iOS.
Mm,
Because who is using Threads? Like, I'm like, who is actually?
but I
I guess
think Instagram
right,
Instagram has pushed. I don't know about you, but in December I was getting more notifications and more in my Instagram notifications saying so and so has just posted on Threads.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like for me, it's like more the notifications on such and such has now got threads, follow them. They're the ones that I get a
Yeah.
lot.
So I think it
And then
is more.
and they tease you because then it looks exactly like the Instagram. So then you just click on it thinking Instagram, and then it's like it's not.
Absolutely. It is interesting, like looking at the overall between so
Mm,
iOS and Google Play together. We've got Instagram in first
yeah.
place, then TikTok, then Facebook, then WhatsApp, then CapCut. So CapCut again is still getting in
Yeah,
that top five, which I think just it just shows us this sort of move to creating, the TikTok, the Reels.
definitely. And I it's crazy how Instagram is number 6 on the iOS, but then it's number 1 for Google Play, but because of the amount of downloads it's had on Google Play, it's, like, instantly gone to number 1. 'Cause that's a
Yeah,
lot. Like, the
it is.
difference between the iOS to Google Play is crazy. There's 11,000,000, sorry for the listeners, viewers, 11,000,000 for iOS and 43,000,000 for Google Play.
Yeah,
And then
I
the
mean, I
interest
saw I saw a graph earlier in the week about basically the growth of channels over the last few years, and it was
yeah,
showing that sort of Facebook's flattened out, but basically most of the social media platforms have flattened out in terms of growth. However, Instagram is still showing that sort of sharp increase, so it
mm,
does make sense that those downloads are there. And remember, this is on a worldwide level as well.
yeah,
This is not just the UK.
yeah.
So
What's interesting as well though is, the oh, what's this? Yeah. Funny. That's always gonna be a debate, isn't it? But then
mm,
look at that, it's like even the Google Play, the amount of downloads in comparison to iOS is a bit
yeah,
crazy. So
yeah,
it's like
and
most of the Google yeah, go on,
yeah,
Christina.
but again, remember, this is downloads, it isn't
Yeah,
active users.
yeah.
So,
And
and
even
this is
the thing that's making me laugh is Spotify just creeping in at the bottom, number 10 on the combined. It's like it isn't even on the top 10 for either Google Play or iOS.
mhm, yeah, yeah. So, no,
But
it's interesting.
interesting, yeah. So I have to see, I guess. It's good that Threads is getting back in there with their increased downloads, but whether people use it or not is another thing.
This is it. Like I said, it's all about the active users.
Yeah.
Um, so talking on that point then, I saw so LinkedIn is now officially at a billion users, or sorry, a billion members, I should say.
Yeah.
So worldwide, so they finally cracked a billion. So there's a nice sort of image where it's sort of the world, and then it's plotting like how many users in how many countries. So 214 million members in the US, and it's actually
Wow.
hard to read on my screen, but I think it's either 36 or 38 million in the UK. But it
Nice.
just goes to show, like if we just think UK based,
Yeah.
people, who you're trying to target, that kind of thing. On LinkedIn, there is there's massive potential there. So the last sort of the annual report I pay attention to, it said that there were about 29% of people in the UK, 16 and over, that were using LinkedIn on a regular basis, sort of active
Oh, wow,
users.
brilliant.
Okay, so that's as a percentage. But this is saying that there's 38 million, 36 or 38 million.
Yeah.
Yes. So, there is an audience there to be tapped into. And there's other data out there that says of the members on LinkedIn, there's only about 20% of them that are posting regularly.
Mm,
So when you think about sort of trying to reach a target audience, LinkedIn really is a really useful tool, and
yeah.
a tool people should be making more of.
No,
But it's
definitely.
yeah, it's a, I think that the only thing I'd say with all this data is I wish they would tell us how many active users rather than how many members,
Yeah,
because
this seems to be a reoccurring theme on this live lunch.
yeah, it's just,
And it even says in there, members for one is not the same as active users. Like they're making it known, like, don't come for us. We're just telling you the members. But yeah, no, it would be interesting to see. I'm sure there would be a high percentage of this number that do use it actively. But
mm,
maybe it's sort of like but again, I feel like, yeah, a lot of the members, it's just like a download of LinkedIn. Do you know what I mean? But not really an active
this is it. I've started a new job. I've had to create a profile and then never
yeah,
look.
exactly. Like it's almost like just a checklist. I just need a LinkedIn profile to show that I'm a professional, basically. But I feel
Yeah,
that LinkedIn is that, yeah, definitely. Yeah, LinkedIn has just got so much potential. I feel like it's actually the app between a lot of generations that brings people together. Like, I would say, yeah, out of all the apps, I would say LinkedIn has got the most variety of people on there, which is, yeah.
yeah. I'm just looking at the report. So they have to do a transparency report for the EU,
Mm.
um, and it is monthly average logged in active users in the overall in the EU is 45.2 million.
In the US or the EU, sorry?
EU,
Oh, okay. Would you say that's good?
no idea. But
So
yeah, it is quite interesting.
this is when we need to do our maths, Christina, and add up all the countries in the EU that are on this little graph here, and then we'll work out if that's good or not.
Mhm. It's really interesting, this report, actually, in terms of what's in here.
Yeah.
Um, it is, yeah, it's dull reading, but there's some interesting stuff in here. I've read it before. That's why I had it to hand because that's how sad I am that I would have this information. Yeah, it is really interesting. There's a whole thing about abuse report. So when you report a post on LinkedIn and
Yeah.
you say, like, whatever reason you give, there's a whole thing in here of sort of um yeah, just how many of what reports. So uh, 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 this is from August to September. So in a month, right, the reporting period is essentially September. So there were 195 reports of hacks. So this is in the EU.
Okay.
Uh, over 21,000 reports of misinformation, 2,000 reports of threats, of violence, over
Okay.
1,000 reports of graphic content, 2,500 reports of fake accounts,
Wow.
33,407 reports of spam, fraud, scams, illegal goods and services.
It's not as high as I was expecting in some sense, but then it's like some of them are who's making a fake profile on LinkedIn?
So their impersonation, 231 reports.
In the whole of the EU, it's not bad, is it? It isn't. Like, it's surprisingly some of these numbers are surprisingly low. It's like I wonder the comparison between other apps that this happens to. I can imagine Twitter being off the charts.
There were 397 reports of a job does not belong on LinkedIn. 891 reports that the job had incorrect formatting.
I'm wondering what that job was now.
I don't think it was the same job. Oh, this is like, there are 440 pieces of content detected by LinkedIn automation systems, that they were detected for adult nudity and sexual activity.
Wow, what?
Yeah. Almost 19,000 infringement and defamation.
Interesting.
17 pieces of content detected, as child exploitation.
LinkedIn. You just wouldn't expect it, would you? Have you ever reported something on LinkedIn?
I don't remember doing.
That's how it's just like, because Christina, you're an active user, so it's like,
Mm.
but then yeah, I don't know, interesting.
Right, I'm going to close that report up because I realise this is not very exciting for people watching. I'm getting like
Well,
all
the thing
sucked
is, I
into
keep forgetting as well that
data.
you can't see my
I
face, and then I'm
know.
having to like then
This
go.
is what I'm saying. It's like if Kim was here, she'd be telling me to go and have a ADHD test again. It's like
Again, Christina.
honestly, it's like I can't process it because of that visual. And
Yeah,
because of where the visual is, I can't like I can't put it off screen because then I'll lose the chat.
yeah. But do you know what, Christina? You talking about it made me go on to the actual thing, the article itself, and have a look myself. So, even though I'm hoping it was interesting to people listening, but it was interesting to me when you were going for it. I thought, let me get on this and have a look at this graph. There we go.
Excellent. Cool.
Oh, there we
Alrighty.
go. Green's reported fake profiles as well.
Yeah, like I said, I think I have. I don't remember.
I've definitely done it on other apps, but not like, but I just
No.
wouldn't even think to do it on LinkedIn. This is why. But then, as I said, those numbers, some of them are in the hundreds, like that in the whole of like globally, that's not a lot of people, is it? And even in the EU. So it's like LinkedIn is, yeah, they obviously sort out quite quickly and it doesn't happen a lot. But when it does happen, it gets sorted.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
because I feel like if that was happening on another app, you'd still see people posting about it or pushing that again. It's like those kind of things that you've said. It's like, but I feel like LinkedIn, it's, yeah, they're a professional app. Not saying that the others aren't.
A special audience.
Yeah,
Cool.
like
Okay.
they do what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay. Have you got anything else?
No, I was just having a quick look, but I'm like, it's quite, nothing's really jumping out at me this week, I'll be honest. I would say the biggest thing that I said was the universal thing, but I was seeing that everywhere at the time. So yeah, but other than that, no.
Yeah. I mean, there's I think Mark Zuckerberg has been interviewed, and but I haven't had a chance to read up on that, and that's all around kids and social media. Um,
Oh,
so
interesting.
yeah, might have some stuff on that going
Yeah.
forward. But yeah, that's like yeah, it just doesn't. It's not been a very exciting week this week in the world of social.
No. No, it really hasn't. It's just more, I feel like it's more, again, data kind of things or tips. That's what I'm seeing.
Mm, yeah,
But yeah.
cool. All right.
Hopefully next
Oh, say that again.
more exciting if, as you said, the
I lost your sound then, Nicole.
What was that, Christina? See, this is what I mean. Look at that. We got all the way through that, and then you go to a black screen with a little twirly wheel in it, and I'm like, right, here we
Oh.
go. It's happening.
Yeah, I completely lost your sound. Completely lost your sound for a second, but there you go. Obviously, it was me. Cool. All right. So
It's my dodgy Wi-Fi, unfortunately. It's technical difficulties all around. I can't even say it. That's how difficult it is.
right. Well, I think let's just wrap it up there. I'm going to go back to my. I've got some videos to record for some speaking events I've got coming up. So I'm going to go and get those recorded and start planning for next week. I know you've got some clients you're doing some social media posts for today. So anything else exciting coming your way?
No, not really. Well, every day is different. So it's like whatever's given to me. Actually, there is quite exciting. One particular that you are speaking for, Christina, and I've seen you on LinkedIn. And I need to start promoting the speakers for Rec Expo. So yeah, I've got all the graphics this week, which is quite exciting.
Oh,
yep, be soon see your face on there.
That's it. So it's going to be, we're coming into a busy time now because we've got the Recruitment Marketing Congress is 20th of February. And then the 19th of March is the Recruitment Agency Expo. And I've got another couple of events I'm speaking at over that period as well. So yeah, it's going to be, we're going to have some fun the next couple of months. Okay, Nicole's completely frozen for me now. So I've got no idea what's happening. I might just wrap it up there, folks. I'll say goodbye. And yeah, hold on. She's WhatsApping me. Let's see what she says. Oh, looks like we both disappeared. No wave. No nothing. I'm trying to wave. I'm trying to wave. I don't know what's going on. I'm waving. Bye-bye.